I've had so many friends or just people that I know that are pretty successful on social media, and they don't have a YouTube channel. And I'd always tell them, like, you need to start YouTubing, document your journey. People will follow you, they'll fall in love with your personality, and you can monetize it all. It's also just cool to document everything you've done, and then you can go back years later and watch it all over again. And that's pretty much what I've done with other people. I started watching YouTube my freshman year of college, and it was really primarily just fitness content. But I fell in love with these influencers and these YouTubers who I still follow to this day on all social media. And I follow them because they provided value, and I learned from them. I learned how to cook, I learned how to meal prep, I learned how to work out and body build and just lifestyle habits. And I still follow these people to this day because I fell in love with their personality. And it's not even just uploading a video every week, but it's real value that they provided to me at that time and over the course of the past 7 years. So this is what I knew, and I see them, and they're all successful. They live in nice places, they have nice cars, they wear nice clothes, they have pretty girlfriends. And I've always said, like, that's the life. So when I have friends that are big on Instagram or TikTok, and I tell them, I'm like, what's your YouTube like? And they're like, well, I don't do YouTube. First thing I tell them is, like, dude, that's where the money's at, you got to do it. And I think to myself, and I'm like, how can I recommend this to somebody when I wouldn't even do it myself? I've lived this kind of lifestyle since I started watching YouTube. So really since my sophomore year of college in 2018 was when I started to meal prep. And ever since then, I changed the total physique of my body, and I fell in love with the whole thing. And it was really just learning that through consistency, you can pretty much guarantee your own results, and you have direct control over it. And that was exactly what I loved about it. And that's how I fell in love with, meal prepping, bodybuilding, working out, and the whole lifestyle of it. So I'm over here recommending to my friends starting a YouTube channel, something uncomfortable to do, to pick up a camera and talk in front of it. And I wouldn't even do it myself. And then I think about it, and I live a similar lifestyle. I live that lifestyle. I eat healthy. I work out a ton. I don't party anymore. And I think to myself, like, okay, I keep recommending this for other people. Like, why don't I just do it myself? So here I am. It's funny too, because I'd say to myself all the time, or say to my friends that have this similar type of lifestyle, this similar type of mindset, like, damn, bro, imagine we started YouTubing 3 years ago, where we could be now. Or, yo, imagine if we started posting on TikTok 3 years ago. Imagine how big we could be now. And I just kind of always had this passive mindset where it was like, what could have been, instead of like, let me start in this moment. So that's me now. I've been living like this on and off, since college, really. But, once I graduated college, I pretty much took it full throttle. And, I've taken complete control over my life, and it's the best I've ever felt. Every year I get into a better shape than I've ever been in, which is an amazing feeling. So it's time I really start documenting it. I know no one's going to see this video, so it's more so something I can hopefully look back on years later and say to myself, well, damn, that was the beginning. So let's see where I can take this thing. Nonetheless, it'll be cool for my own tracking to look back again years later and just say, wow, that was where my mindset was at in the moment. Or even, because I'll be posting fitness stuff, it'll be cool to be like, that's what I looked like at that time, or that's what I was doing. Because you obviously learn more as you go. But yeah, if I can help anyone cut their learning curve down, I'd love to do it. I know if I was in someone else's shoes, 7 years ago, I mean, that's really what drew me to watching these influencers. I was trying to cut my learning curve down. So, if I could be a resource like that to other people, I think that's great. And it's about time I start documenting. It's long overdue. So let's see where it takes me.